Hey guys, so it's 5 till 7 on Thursday. So we'll do these videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays. This one's going to be another easy 15 minutes, so similar exercise to the second one. We'll hit a few different points, but we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to do 15-minute warm up, 15-minute calisthenic, 15-minute, or sorry, 5-minute warm up, 5-minute calisthenic, 5-minute meditation. All right, let's get started. So same as last one, we're going to warm up with this Nagiryoku, so this wave force. The idea is to get used to making force in the lower body and letting that force translate up to the upper body. It's nice to warm up with because the legs are big, so once you start working those muscles a little bit, they'll start heating up the rest of the body. And it's good to kind of relax and get everything moving. Good, we're going to go forward and back with this. The idea here again, relax the upper body, let the lower body do the work, let the arms just kind of follow along. So you're making force in a slightly different way, this way, going forward and back. And other side. Slightly different than you would see in a lot of Aikido schools. The emphasis on this is the wave that's happening in the body. Good. Big breath reaching up and back, forward and down. And coming back up, arms out, and behind the back, open the chest, forward and down. Good, coming back up, release the hands, shake everything out. One side, other side. Back over, toe up. Other side, toe up. Onto the knee. So like we talked about on Tuesday's class, don't really try to pinch this joint right here, right? So let it elongate out and stretch as it does naturally. So don't worry about sitting really rigidly up like this. Just relax. Other side. Hand center. Rocking back and forth. Hands in the middle, spread the feet. And sitting back. We're moving through the parts that we've done before a little more fast so we can get to a couple other things today. And bring the feet in. We're going to drop the chest as we do that. Nice straight spine, pushing the knees down while you do that. Good, feet out in front. So I'm going to reach, I'm going to crawl my hands forward a little bit until I start to feel that pinch, or the stretch in the back of my leg. Don't round your spine, so don't do this, right? So if you do that, it's easy to get to your toes, but keep a nice straight spine when you do this, and walk forward until you feel that tightness in the back of your leg. Notice I'm keeping my toes back as well, right? So if you relax your toes, it'll be easier to go forward, but keep your toes pulled back. So you can come forward as far as you can. Nice straight spine. Now I want you to relax your spine and relax your toes. And then come forward and touch the rest of the way. Good. Bring the feet in, coming onto the stomach. Hands right underneath the shoulders here. Big breath in, reaching through the crown of the head. The stretch should be in your stomach, right? So you should be feeling it all across your core, in the front, and not in the back. So you're not pinching your spine, you're rounding that spine out. Take a 5-minute warm up. And rolling back down. Good. Toes on the ground, pushing the heels straight back. So my heels are now touching. My legs are straight. I'm pushing out with my hands here. So this nice pike position, or kind of pike position. And really stretching those calves right now. Good. Drop the knees, sitting back. And rolling up. Okay, so sitting here, I'm going to bring one foot through like this, and my other foot, I'm going to turn my toe out like this. So this is a shin box position. So I have a shin box position here. So this foot's straight in front, this foot's out to the side. I'm going to balance on my butt while I switch my feet in front and bring them across here. I'm going to go the other side. Back and forth. Back and forth. Now, if you need to put your hands on the ground, put your hands on the ground, right? So if you're off balance, you put your hands on the ground, put your hands on the ground. But ideally, you want to keep your core in the center as you rotate around. Good. Okay. So that was my feet moving, balancing on my butt. Now I'm going to leave my feet in place and move my knees across to the other side. As you do this, try not to let your feet move a lot, right? So, meaning don't let your feet slide out like this when you do it. Leave your feet in place and move around your feet. Knees back and forth, back and forth. Again, if you have to put your hands on the mat, put your hands down, but try and keep your hands off the mat. Good. Next, we're going to sit up, switch our feet behind. So my feet are switching behind. Sit up, switch your feet. Good. All right, on your back. We'll put our feet up in the air and circle our feet back and forth. These are egg beaters, just like an egg beater you use to mix up eggs. Other direction. All right, bicycle. Try to extend out as far as you can, so try not to make it here. Nice long strokes. Other direction. Good. Flutter kick. So legs straight. Good. Hold your legs out just off the ground. Good job. Sit up. Hold the position. My feet are still off the ground. And down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Hold the position. And down. Bring the feet up. Crunches, go. Good job. Arms to the side. Drop your legs side to side. So keep my shoulders on the mat, my arms on the mat, legs going side to side. It's our workout time. Good. And bring your feet up. One more set of crunches. Go. Good job. Okay. On to our meditation. Okay. So we're going to do observational meditation again, which remember the idea of the observational meditation is just to stay present. So I have my conscious mind, my unconscious mind. My unconscious mind can do all kinds of amazing stuff. My conscious mind has mainly one job, which is kick out ideas and analyze ideas. Kick out, analyze, kick out, analyze. So what I want to do is let that part of me not get attached to anything, right? So I don't want to have thought about something. So I don't want to think, it's warm in here or whatever the thought process is, which it is. I just want to let it go and be present, right? So be in the moment, whatever's now, but don't attach to it. Don't add extra stuff to it. Don't think a lot of extra stuff, okay? 3 strikes on the bell in, and 3 strikes on the bell out. The timer's set. It'll go off before we're done, so wait for the bell. And that's what you're looking for. Sorry, my tablet freaked out for a second. All right, here we go. Okay, guys, so we're still on the easy track here. We'll start building as we go. Next time we'll do, so next week we'll do 20-minute workouts, about the same intensity level though. And then the week after that we'll bump up the intensity a little. And so get everybody ready to come back to the dojo. Just a real quick thing on meditation, because this was coming up for me while we were doing it right now. So it's hard to understand what you're trying to do when you're meditating. Like, it's really kind of hard when you first have no concept of what it is you're supposed to be doing. Your mind is going to attach to stuff. And what I mean by, attach is like a thought comes up in my head. So like, I hear the birds outside and then I go, oh, there's birds outside. And then I think, oh, I wonder what kind of bird that is. And then, oh, I think those are blue jays. And then, oh, I wonder if they're on the roof or, so you see how my mind starts following that. I'm following that thought that I had, right? Now, ideally, you're always going to do that. You're never going to stop going birds, right? You'll probably always say birds or whatever, right? Ideally, where you want to get though is to where there is nothing that goes with the birds, right? There's birds, but there's nothing that goes with it, right? And so, for example, a little better than the one example I just gave was birds. Oh, I think they're blue jays. Let that go, right? So like the sooner you can let go of that thought, the better. And then you'll get to a smaller and smaller spot where there's not really thoughts exactly that go with it. And like by thoughts, I mean an attachment to what that thought was. And why this is a problem is because it's not being in the moment, right? So look, moments are these tiny little fractions of time, like these slivers of time. And so when that moment's here and gone, it's here and gone. But we have a tendency to use our conscious mind to prolong those moments, right? To make them seem like they're longer than they actually are. And it does a lot of weird stuff that we could talk about that's kind of esoteric, and we won't get into it. But basically, it takes me out of the moment because I'm prolonging one moment that's already passed. I'm missing the new moments that are coming in. And I always want to be present for the new moments that are coming in, at least when I'm doing that kind of meditation, right? And I'm not saying this is how you live your life, right? There's times when you need to be analytical about things and times when you need to be in a flow state about things, all kinds of different ways. But when we're doing this observational meditation, the idea is to let go of a thought as soon as possible, to detach from that thought as soon as possible. Okay, guys, we will see you on Tuesday around 7 o'clock. So, maybe a little earlier, a little later, but I'll try and make it right about 7. I usually get antsy when the time gets here, and about 5 minutes till, I'm like, oh, I need to start this. And I always think this is going to take longer than it does to get set up. So, all right, we'll see you guys next week. Take care.